that exact same thing that's happening to people in Guantanamo Bay can happen to American citizens on American soil, and we're here to say that is not acceptable. That is not American. That is not democratic.
That is pathetic.
Mic check.
Mic check.
What is the National Defense Authorization Act?
The National Defense Authorization Act.
The National Defense Authorization Act.
The National Defense Authorization Act
was signed into law by Obama on December 23rd.
was signed into law by Obama on December 23rd.
It contains provisions that allow the military to arrest indefinitely, detain and deny trial for or day in court to anyone.
On suspicion.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Just be short, little phrases.
Yeah.
Chuck basically is fucking.
Yeah, here we go. You got it. You got it.
From the top. What is the National Defense Authorization Act?
What is the National Defense Authorization Act?
The NDAA
The NDAA
was signed into law by President Obama
was signed into law by President Obama
on December 31st, 2011.
on December 21st, 2011.
It contains provisions that allow
It contains provisions that allow
the military to arrest,
the military to arrest,
indefinitely detain,
indefinitely detain,
deny a trial,
and deny a trial
or a day in court to anyone,
or a day in court to anyone,
even U.S. citizens,
even U.S. citizens,
accused
accused
of a belligerent act
of a belligerent act
or any terror-related offense.
or any terror-related offense.
The NDAA
The NDAA
subjects these individuals
subjects these individuals
to arbitrary detention without trial,
to arbitrary detention without trial,
denying the Fifth Amendment's guarantee
denying the Fifth Amendment's guarantee
of due process,
of due process,
and the Sixth Amendment rights
and the Sixth Amendment rights
challenge evidence
to challenge evidence
and confront one's accusers. The NDAA also endangers First and Fourth Amendment protections
First and Fourth Amendment protections
because the Patriot Act expanded the definition of material support for terrorism
of material support for terrorism
to include crimes of speech and association even by defendants who neither committed nor ever intended to support violence. Those of us who care about liberty and freedom must take action to restore due process and the right to trial. Whether concerned about racial profiling, war on terror, the FBI's ideological profiling of peace and justice activists across the country, or with preserving the right to trial or the long-standing prohibition on domestic military deployment.
Prohibitionary or militaristic deployment.
All Americans share a stake in this struggle.
have a stake in this struggle.
So we want to continue. Left off right there.
Okay. Why are the NDAA's detention provisions so bad?
Detention provisions so bad.
The indefinite military detention of U.S. citizens violates the Fifth and Sixth Amendments.
The Fifth and Sixth Amendments.
Where did you?
And habeas corpus.